our latest podcast of Financial Minds Meet the Experts. I'm Jaime Agostino. On this show, we're joined by financial industry experts to talk about topics, trends, and themes that credit union professionals need to know about. Today on Financial Minds Meet the Experts, we're concluding our series dedicated to credit union leagues and association. My guest today is Patrick Conway, President CEO of CrossStates Credit Union Association. Pat, thank you so much for joining me today. Would you mind sharing just a little bit about yourself with our listeners?
Sure. And Jaime, thank you for having me on. I look forward to the program and the podcast this morning. So very much appreciate the opportunity to join you. It's always good to be with you.
Thank you.
I have been with CrossState Credit Union Association for almost 9 years. Of course, previously the Pennsylvania Credit Union Association, and almost 3 years into CrossState Credit Union Association now, since the merger of PCUA and the New Jersey Credit Union League, effective January 1 of 2020. CrossState is today one of the largest regional credit union trade associations, representing just about 500 credit unions in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And we've got a terrific team, a great partnership with Vizzo, the other leagues that you have talked to as a part of this series. And we really enjoy serving our credit unions in the system by working together with you and all of the other leagues as well.
All right, great. Well, New Jersey's near and dear to my heart. I was the corporate account manager for the New Jersey Credit Unions a number of years. And you're doing some wonderful things there with PA and New Jersey. So
it's been a great fit, Jaime. Yeah, the Garden State and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania really have a lot in common. Our credit unions have a lot in common in both states, and the mergers really exceeded our expectations. We're really excited with a bright future ahead. So I know you've got those New Jersey roots, and look forward to talking more about that.
All right. So what challenges are credit unions facing in Pennsylvania and New Jersey?
Well, I think today, like many employers in this economy, credit unions are facing a challenge finding and keeping talented employees. So I think that's a challenge for all of us, trade associations, credit union service organizations, other industries as well. So I think that's, one of the more timely challenges. And we try to help our credit unions with that by bringing resources, for recruiting employees and retaining them to them. Challenging regulatory environment, of course. In recent years, we're seeing more and more compliance regulations that are facing all financial institutions. Certainly credit unions are no exception to that. And I think finally, data security concerns in this new world that we live in. Really, data security is a paramount issue, I think, for all financial institutions, definitely for our credit unions.
Absolutely. So how is the association helping credit unions overcome some of these obstacles?
Well, sure. I mean, that's really what we're here to do, is to help our member credit unions tackle challenges like the ones that we mentioned and many others that they're facing. And we do that through a very talented team at CrossState, particularly in the compliance area. We have a number of compliance resources that we offer. On the association side, we have a compliance hotline that is staffed by full-time individuals that are available to answer phone calls or emails from our member credit unions as a part of their membership and their dues payment. That is offered as, a benefit of membership. And we have an attorney and an MBA, both highly, certified compliance experts that are available to our credit unions. So the compliance hotline is a part of the membership resource. And then on the CrossState Solutions side, we do compliance consulting as well. And we have experts available there that will work with our credit unions to provide tailored solutions to their compliance questions and needs. We're also doing compliance town hall meetings throughout both states from time to time, BSA trainings. Our advocacy team does a lot of comment letters on issues pertaining to CFPB, for example, or NCUA. The regulatory bodies, both state regulators in Trenton and Harrisburg as well. And we're tailoring webinars and other educational content to meet the specific and timely challenges of our credit unions.
Yeah. What are you and the association currently focused on?
Well, our primary focus today is to provide expert advocacy tools and solutions for credit unions. That's at our core, really what we're here to do. And of course, we're always about promoting credit unions and their unique people helping people philosophy. We understand credit unions are different, than other financial institutions. And a big part of our advocacy success, I think, is explaining the difference in the credit union philosophy and how credit unions are helping people and are really committed to helping their communities. So, providing advocacy, resources, and solutions, and promoting the credit union awareness and philosophy, I think, are really sort of driving our focus today.
Okay. All right. Well, what are some of the issues you're trying to address with policymakers?
Well, there's a myriad of issues. I'll just, touch on a couple of them here, Jaime. Field of membership, I think, is a very timely one. There is a bill moving through Congress at this point that we're very interested in that would expand field of membership for federal credit unions to provide service to underserved communities, which in many cases are local communities that are banking deserts, where financial institutions may not desire to be there. There are no mainstream resources available. And we'd like to see that expand credit union opportunities to serve those areas. We think the fit is there. And so we're excited about that opportunity with the legislation moving in Congress. I talked about data security. We do think there's a growing need for data security legislation in Congress that will hold merchants accountable and to the same high standards as financial institutions when it comes to data security and to data breaches. And that's going to be an important priority. An interchange bill was just introduced in the U.S. Senate by Senator Durbin and Senator Marshall, and we're opposing that legislation and any changes to the current interchange system. So those are just a few of the timely priorities. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about one recent win that we're very excited about that our credit unions and CrossState advocated for in Pennsylvania. And that is Act 56, recently signed by Governor Tom Wolf, that will protect financial institutions that want to provide state legalized cannabis businesses services. And we think that's an important step forward. And it also allows financial institutions to implement prize link savings, which allows them to offer promotional prizes attached to consumers who are making savings deposits. A great way to encourage consumers to save.
Absolutely. So, what is your vision for the Cross State Credit Union Association?
Well, our vision and my vision is certainly to be the trusted advisor for all of our credit unions in both New Jersey and Pennsylvania, to be an exceptional steward of their dues dollars, and to be a great advocate and a great voice for credit unions in both states. As I mentioned, we represent nearly 500 credit unions. And with that comes a significant responsibility to be a diligent and really good advocate for our credit unions, to be their voice. And our vision is also to continue to grow CrossState so we can better serve credit unions. And we plan to grow through exceptional service, advocacy, innovation, and collaboration. You had talked earlier about the other league presidents that you've talked to and how we work together and how we work with the corporate credit unions and VIZO and many other stakeholders to serve credit unions throughout the country and the world. And in our neighborhood here in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, that kind of collaboration better enables us to serve our own credit unions as well. So we look forward to growing through that kind of innovative collaboration together. And finally, we really focus our vision today on living our core values in everything that we do. And those values are integrity, trust, respect, optimism, and excellence. And we embody those core values as we serve our credit unions each and every day.
All right. Well, thank you. Any final thoughts for our listeners today?
Just to keep doing great things. It's a real honor to be part of the credit union movement. And every day that I serve our credit unions and work with our CrossState team, I'm just amazed at the great work that our credit unions are doing, serving their communities, taking care of their members. Look at what credit unions have done over the past 2.5 years throughout the pandemic. Truly extraordinary. And so I would just say to your viewers, keep doing great things. And thanks for all that you do for our credit unions.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Jamie.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today, Pat. And make sure you all mark your calendars for CrossState's Fall Leadership Conference on September 8th through the 10th at the Seven Springs Resort in Seven Springs, PA. The conference will be featuring a dynamic and inspiring mix of learning, networking, and fun. Get excited for an array of dynamic keynote speakers, activities, happy hour events with your fellow credit union friends and colleagues. You can learn more about the event by visiting crossstate.org. As always, thanks for listening and make it a great day.